good hands with Michael Pittman, Jr., senior now. Boy, time flies.
Yeah.
He was just out there, young pup, freshman, learning from Juju and all those guys, and now you are the guy, and you began your senior year from a football perspective officially today. Spring football begins. How was day one for you?
Day one was good. I mean, like, we got some, like, wrinkles out. It was like more running than like we're used to, but I mean, we catch a lot of balls and we have a lot of fun, so it was all good.
More running just because you don't have a lot of guys out there, and so you're taking a lot of reps, or the coaches were emphasizing it more?
Well, more running because we don't have the depth right now,
Yeah.
and then also because of the type of plays that we're running, and like we're also running the plays so fast too, so we're getting in more plays on top of getting in an offense that plays faster. So,
well, take me back 3 months a little bit. There were a couple things I wanted to talk to you about, but the first one was your decision. You decide to come back. I loved what you had to say, and it seems like it's just a lot of meat left on the bone for you. That you sort of appreciated being in the conversation, but what were your reasons for coming back?
I felt like I could have gone, but I felt like I had so much more to prove, and I felt like I had so much more left here to do, and I kind of didn't want to go out 5-7. That's
not what you came here for.
Yeah, that's like not what I came here for, and I just feel like I can go so much higher than where they had me at. So, and
then what's it been like? Again, Coach talks about being an emerging leader in the locker room. You guys pissed? I mean, what's the mood? Is it anger, or is it just resolve? What's sort of the mood, or has been the mood the last 3 months? I guess today you sort of get to look forward, but the last 3 months has been a lot of soul searching, I imagine, in that locker room.
So let's say it shifted from anger to more of like let's fix it. Yeah. Let's like get it done, and let's make sure it doesn't happen again. So it might have like manifested as like anger, like we just didn't know like who to be mad at. We couldn't figure out why we went 5-7. We were all looking at each other, and then like we realized that wasn't gonna fix that wasn't gonna fix it. So we had to move on and stop pouting and stop sulking in it and just move on.
Yeah, it's like the stages of grief. It's like the stages of a 5-7 season.
Yeah.
And now you do get to move on, and you do it with a new offensive coordinator. And we keep hearing about a simplified system. What's been your reaction to what you've seen so far from Coach Harrell and his system?
It's super simple compared to last year's scheme and the years before that. I just felt like our offense got too complicated because we've been running it for like 7 years, and then we just started throwing in new stuff. And then just over the years, I mean, your playbook starts here, and then it gets like way too big. So,
which is hard on the young guys, right?
Yes,
I would
which
imagine
is really
if you
hard on
build
the young
with
guys.
it, then that's okay. But then all of a sudden, you just bring in somebody at the start, and that's hard.
And then that's why like guys get lost like in our old system, and then like you see guys who are good enough to play, but they don't because they can't follow or they can't catch up. So I feel like this offense lets everybody just jump in and play.
And it seems like just every time I hear from these air raid guys, when we talk to Coach Harrell, we'll have him on the show soon, they seem very confident, like they've got the secret sauce a little bit. Like, it's not that they discredit other people's offenses. I just think that they feel pretty good about what they're bringing to the table. Yeah. Is that the sense that you get from him? He's got a lot of belief that he got you guys going down the right road.
Definitely. But I feel like that's how any coach should be. Like, you can't run something that you don't have the most confidence in. Like you can't tell somebody to do something like knowing that might not be the best way. So he believes in his ways, and I believe in it too. Like, I feel like we could really get things done running this passing offense. It's not quite air raid because only Mike Leach runs that. Yeah. But it's a spin-off of it.
Now, what do you focus now as a veteran, besides learning the offense?
Yeah.
What do you focus on in spring football? When do you know there's no game to build up to?
Personally, I just focus on being perfect, and that's something that no one will ever get. Like, no one can ever be perfect. But just try to get so close that nobody can tell the difference, kind of. So
they've opened up the quarterback competition again, which is a good thing from a competition standpoint. From a receiver standpoint, though, it's back to 3 quarterbacks and catching different balls.
Well,
how is it from your perspective?
Well, I mean, competition is going all around. Like, every spot is open, so you got to prove yourself on every single day. But, I mean, it just opens up the competition to letting guys perform their best, perform under pressure, and just it's kind of like game-like, just like not knowing what the next move is going to be. It just keeps it, like, unpredictable, which keeps us, like, on our toes and keeps us working hard, keeps us trying to get, like, the edge. So, I mean, it just always promotes competition and just the best that comes out of players when they are competing.
You're listening to Michael Pittman Jr., USC's star returning senior receiver, but he has a lot of company. Tyler Vaughn's comes back. Amon-Ra St. Brown comes back. Very talented. Devin Williams comes back. How good can this receiving core be? You'll get a little help from depth in the fall from some freshmen, but that top line is awfully impressive.
Yeah, I mean, like, we got guys who are #1 guys, and we kind of just look at each other and, like, we just look at the defense. We're like, they can't guard us. Like, they can't run with us. They can't jump with us. They can't. So, I mean, like, we're just so confident in what we could do that there's no way that you could cover everybody. Like, I really don't even think that you can cover one of us. So, I mean, just having that confidence, just like knowing that they're going to do their job and, like, they're, like, going to do their part just lets me kind of rest easy and just kind of lets me focus on my job. So,
and that's what makes this offense so exciting, because when you hear about the air raid or even variations of the air raid, typically it is done at smaller places where they're trying to overcome a lack of talent through system.
Yes.
The idea to see it with you guys and whoever is back there at quarterback, because there's 3 guys that all have experience and are all talented guys in and of themselves, and then you got backs out of the backfield that are versatile, that can catch, that can run. It's got to excite you a little bit. It certainly has me excited. What this offense could be, if it all clicks.
Yeah, I mean, it's just kind of where air raid meets talent.
Right.
I mean, like, I don't mean to sound like arrogant like that, but
it's the truth of it. I mean, it's the size speed thing. Like, talent is one thing. There's talented guys at all these different schools, but it is a size speed kind of thing. I mean, you guys came to USC for a reason.
Exactly, and I mean, I'm just so, like, excited to get in there, and I really can't wait for our first game. And I think about it like
a long way away.
Even now, like, we had our first spring practice, but I'm thinking about our first game. I'm thinking about what we're going to do, and I'm just ready to play football.
We're ready to see you play football again. It's been a long off season already. There's still a long time to go, but spring football is nice to just see you guys out there running around, hitting each other, and learning this new offense. Michael Pittman Jr., always a guy to watch come this fall. His senior year begins. USCTrojans.com/tickets is the way to get in. Forget 2 points for safety. Try up to 20% with the Allstate Distinguished Driver Discount. Safe drivers can instantly save up to 20% on car insurance just for having a clean driving record. That's on top of other discounts. Call 1-410 Los Angeles area. Allstate agents today. We've got Joey Kaufman from the OC Register.